Welcome to my channel. I'm here to make you think. I'm here to enlighten and show you things that I peep. But before I do that, can you please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel? And make sure you hit that bell notification so that you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. And I thank you in advance. Welcome back. Tonight, I will be discussing a few pimp-type preachers, Joel Osteen, T.D. Jakes, and others. Some of this may shock you, some of it you might already know, but here we go. Let's get into it. We're going to start with Mr. Joel Osteen. He's a prosperity preacher. He wrote a book in 2004 called Your Best Life Right Now. He's wrote other books, but that's the book he wrote in 2004. The man is super duper duper rich, okay? He believes that Mormons are Christians. Mormons don't even believe in one God. They believe in multiple gods, but this man is going around not even really knowing other religions. He says that it depends on how you look in God's eyes. He said if you're somebody who doesn't dress that good, or if you're just poor, you don't bring any honor to God. Like, this is what this man said. During Hurricane Harvey, he also didn't allow some people in because he knew that, all he cared about is money. So all this man cares about is money is to get rich on people. Him and his wife, I do not like him. And he's somebody who should be looked into, and people should stop following this man immediately. Because he's not there about really trying to help you get close to God. I don't believe in that anyway, but he's not trying to help you get close to God. All he wants is your money. And he is not the only one. T.D. Jakes, he's another prosperity preacher. He only cares about money. He claims that he's not that way, but we're not stupid. We see how you roll, Mr. T.D. Jakes. I mean, he's like a baller off of God. He's been balling off of God for years. And, he's highly suspect in a lot of things that he says, a lot of things that he's done. There's been, law issues, what I'm saying? I'm not saying that people can't make up stuff behind you, but when it comes to scandal, I mean, look at him. Look at him. He look like he's lying right there. And he probably is, most likely, because everything comes out of his mouth as a lie because he doesn't believe in none of the shit that he says. You know why? Because he's not really a Christian. He's somebody just trying to make money off Christians, But this right here, this man right here, this is another preacher. He's not really known like that to me. I just stumbled upon him recently. Robert Harris of Kansas City. He murdered his wife, premeditated murder. It's like they were married less than a year. They were married about 18 months. He killed her. It was premeditated. Sunday, they had communion, okay? And then on Monday, she was dead. Now, of course, he tried to act like he didn't do it, but, it could be alleged, but I think he did it. There's another pastor from Florida named Pastor Ofoye from the Floodgates of Heaven. He shot his ex-lover on her way to work at Orlando's credit union. Shot her in the back while she was walking. He shot her from the back, and she was killed. There was a few witnesses, but the whole thing was caught on video. I'm not sure if he was charged or not, but this is just another case of these pastors, y'all evil. Y'all pimp people, y'all marry people, y'all murder people. It's like, I'm not sure if it really happened, but this is what was on the news. I'm just reporting what I heard. And it's very, very sad. You can go look this up. It's a very sad case because if this is true, this man should indeed be locked up. I'm tired of people doing stuff and getting away with it, so peaceful travels to her. Now, Creflo Dollar. That's all I care about is money. This man is someone who asked for a $65 million jet to preach around the world. Come on now. Who the hell asked for shit like that? You know what I'm saying? He also allegedly choked his daughter. He got arrested for it. And then went to church and told his congregation that he should have never been arrested. At one point, this man also played an audio of some voices from a movie where he tried to make his audience think, okay, his congregation think that it was people down in hell, okay, screaming and crying. He made it seem like this was a video to scare people in his congregation into staying in church and believing in him, keep coming to him, giving him money, make them think if they don't, they're going to go to hell. Like, basically, look, if you don't start listening, if you don't stay strong in your beliefs about Christianity and loving God and paying me like you're supposed to, this is going to happen to you. You know what I'm saying? And he pressed play. All of a sudden, you can hear all this crazy-ass screams and noise that come from a movie. If I find the movie, I'm going to put it down in the description box. But right now, I can just tell you, you can look this up. He played an audio of some scary shit trying to scare his audience. I mean, it's hilarious. And then Kenneth Copeland. Right here, this is another rich preacher. He was asked by this reporter because, he said something snobbish. She asked him, "Did you say that you would not want to ride in coach because that would be like riding with 65 demons?" She asked him this question. He felt so uncomfortable. Now, you see how she was asking right there? In a minute, you're going to see the devil really come out this man's face. Like, why are you so upset about something? If you didn't do it, you didn't do it. If you didn't say it, you didn't say it. But the reality is, he said it. I believe he said it. I mean, it's alleged. He never responded. He never admitted that he did it. All he did was say he didn't do it. And he said it in a very, very evil way. Like, this man has been making a lot of money for years off people, too. This man has planes. He lives in a compound. I mean, he said something crazy out of his mouth. He said that God is the biggest failure in the Bible. Now, I don't believe in God, none of that. But how you going to be a preacher and tell your congregation that God is the biggest failure in the Bible? I've never heard of anything so crazy coming from a preacher. Now, a lot of them probably feel that way, but this man is just actually saying it to somebody. That's beyond me. I mean, it's beyond me. This man is sick, and I'm not even sure if he still preaches, but yeah, this is Kenneth Copeland from back in the day. And here is Mrs. Tammy Faye Baker and her husband, Jim Baker. They were accused of raping a church's secretary back in the day. In the 80s, he was sentenced to 45 years in prison. I believe he only served 5 years of it. And while he was in prison, Mrs. Tammy Faye Baker divorced him. Maybe she divorced him because she was embarrassed, or she knew it was true. Either way, I wouldn't want to be married to a rapist. You know what I'm saying? Who knew if she knew about it and she just didn't think it would ever come out? But anyway, she tried to disassociate herself with him by divorcing him. Yeah, so that's what with Tammy Faye. Years ago, I did see her later on Surreal Life. So yeah, Tammy Faye Baker. Peaceful travels to both of them. Mother Teresa, she's another one. She's someone who was accused of misusing funds in her missionaries of charity. They say she wasn't giving proper medical care to the people, the sick people, as the media claimed, and allegedly, she was supposed to be a fraud. I don't know if it's true or not, because Mother Teresa, come on, this lady was old as hell. And these stories are very old, but it doesn't mean that they're not true, okay? This was also something that was in the media, too. This is a news story from back in the day where people were trying to say that. Of course, people were going to get upset about this, but people were trying to say that Mother Teresa is someone who scammed people by misusing funds. And, you can't fall for her being this nice little skinny little thin lady just because the news told you to. You have to use your own discernment. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. All I'm telling you is that it was said, and this is all alleged, but when you think of Mother Teresa, that's not exactly what you think of, but there's stuff out there, you just have to go find it. There also was a scandal, the Mount Kashaw scandal, where 300 members were sexually abused. And, priests have been getting away with this type of shit for years, molesting kids and raping kids for years, and, also doing murders and, getting covers up, but they always get away with it somehow. That pisses me off, but it's sad. Also, Pastor Bishop Eddie Long, he had preached against being in a gay marriage and stuff like that, but in reality, he was a homosexual himself. And I don't have anything against homosexuals, but if you're going to be homosexual, just be real. He pretended like he didn't, sleep with young boys, but he did. He sent them news. He basically caked them. He was their cake daddy, buying them all kind of shit, basically taking care of them. And that's what he did. Now, he did die in the end, and the boy, he did also, let me go back, he did settle out of court. He was never charged with this stuff. He settled out of court. I guess he paid the guys money, all the young men that accused him of, having a sexual relationship with them. He paid them off. So people can say that that's an admission of guilt. In my opinion, it is. I don't think he wanted to come out like that, but it did. And, in the end, he passed away. So, people may have loved him, but in the end, he's going to be known to me as the man who lied about being gay and messing with young boys. And then you have Jimmy Lee Swaggart. He had slept with a prostitute, and he had confessed on television during the service. He had cried about this, because he had cheated on his wife, and he was saying he had went against God, so he cried. He stepped down during the investigation, and that's what happened with Jimmy Lee Swaggart. That was in the 80s too. He was a popular television preacher from back in the day. I believe he was on television, but anyway, he was from the 80s, and I'm not even sure if he's still alive now. But this is an older picture right here of him. This is something that he did. It's not alleged, because you can look this up. He actually got on television and cried about this. Okay? Not making it up. But if you like this video, please check out my channel. I have other videos. Keep your third eye open. Thanks for watching. I'll be back. Peace.